Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're gonna talk about how the New York Knicks was able to close out and beat the New Orleans Pelicans 121 to 116. The Knicks go to 48 and 25 and 27 and 9 at home. The Pelicans go to 25 and 48, 9 and 26 on the road. New York, they ended up winning the season series 2-0. They only play the Pelicans twice a season. This is the last time they meet until next season. The Knicks won the first quarter 42 to 28. They lost the second quarter 32 to 24. They also lost the third quarter 32 to 27. But they found a way to close out the game 28 to 24. This was a tough one for them to win, but they still got it done. But we're gonna talk about them Pelicans first. Herbert Jones, 37 minutes, 13 points. He went 6 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from the 3-point line. He also had 6 assists, 1 turnover, 2 rebounds, and a block. This is the type of game you want him to have. You want him to get the threes up. You want him to play defense. You want him to keep the ball moving. You want him to attack if he doesn't have the three. Of course, you want him to stay out of foul trouble. He didn't do that in this one, 5 personal fouls, but he still did. Played 37 minutes, but he had to be less aggressive. Both teams was really conceding baskets in this one. I'm not a fan of that, but they both did. They Herbert Jones did have one offensive board, and they needed him to have a game like this to be able to win. And going 6 of 8 from the field and 1 of 2 from three is as good as it gets. Besides going perfecto from the field and from three. Zion Williamson, he was good. He kept attacking the basket. And you can tell that he's not really fearing getting injured or getting hurt. He just wants to score. And most teams are letting him get to the lane still. It's hard to stop him. It's hard to guard it. And it's his bread and butter, so you can't be mad that he still does it. It works. He had 22. That was game high for the Pelicans. He went 8 of 10 from the field, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, and 3 personal fouls, and was a plus 15 and plus minus. Um, Zion got his game figured out, and he's one of the more harder players to guard in the entire league. Trey Murphy, he tried to score in the paint. He tried to score more twos, but he did still go 4 of 12 from three. Obviously, if he's going to shoot the three, you want him to make it at a better percentage than that. That wasn't the case in this one, and he also finished 6 of 15 from the field, meaning that if he was going to take some twos, you got to make those two. He made a couple, but you needed more, especially when you didn't shoot the ball that great from three. He did have 6 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, and a steal. He also had 2 personal fouls and was a minus 13 and plus minus. DeJounte Murray was a big reason why they didn't get the win. Everybody scored on the team, but he was the only starter to not score in double figures. He played 28 minutes, but he only gave you 7. This was the worst game since he's been back. He went 2 of 12 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. They guarded him real well. Mikal Bridges, OG, and Josh Hart is a tough perimeter team to score on for the most part. Unless you drive, and if you drive, they'll give you some leeway. Other than that, he did have 12 assists, so he still found a way to make an impact on the team. He still found a way to be effective in the offense. You have to do that if you want to be able to contribute to a winning team. He was able to figure that part out, though. He had 5 rebounds, 1 turnover, and a steal. He had 3 personal fouls and was a 0 and plus minus. Sadiq Bey, 28 minutes. He had 18 points. He went 6 of 13 from the field. He went 4 of 6 from 3. 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, and 4 personal fouls. He was a plus 1 and plus minus. He was able to score near the basket and also at the 3-point line. So that's as good as it gets for the most part. The thing about it, he's been doing it really all season. You're happy that he's healthy. You're happy that he's being productive. You're happy that he's been a little efficient too. So this is a really good, well-rounded season for him when you look at what he was able to do for the Pelicans this year. Carlo, 23 minutes. He ended up playing the most minutes off the bench. He gave you 12. He scored a lot at the rim and also was able to hit the three. I mean, if you got a big man that can do that and give you some type of size, you're not going to be mad about that. You'll be happy. And they are. That's why they have like that pickup that when they got him. He did have 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and no turnovers. He had 1 personal foul, was a plus 1 and plus minus. Derek Queen was able to get an and 1, but he has been struggling to score the basketball for the last couple weeks. I mean, you can say the last months. He went 2 of 8 from the field and 0 of 3 from the 3-point line, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. If he ain't driving, he ain't really making anything, it seemed like. Now, It's a little bit over exaggeration, but it's some truth to it. He did have 5 rebounds, which was the most off the bench. He had 3 assists, still showing you that he can still do those things if he's not scoring. He also had a block. He had a personal foul, was a -7 and plus minus. Emisi, 17 minutes, 2 points. He went 1 of 4 from the field. Gotta shoot better than that when all your shots at the rim. He didn't. He did have 4 boards, 2 assists. He didn't get a block today either, but he did have 3 offensive rebounds. That's the reason why he got 4. That's still really good, especially in a close game, is because the game was really close throughout the entire game. In this one, he did have no personal fouls. It was a -19 and plus minus. And then Jeremiah Fears had 21. He's fast. He's quick. He can hit a mid range. He can hit a three. When he's doing that, he's a tough player to guard. He just doesn't do it all the time. And he's a rookie, so you can't be too hard on him. He's been one of the better rookies all season, as we know. So, you just hope he continues to develop consistency, and playmaking has to go up a whole nother level. I feel like he lacks in playmaking. He's showing you that he's trying to improve at it, but he got a long way to go on that end. He did have 1 rebound, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and no personal fouls, and was a -5 and plus minus. The New York Knicks, everybody in their starting lineup was able to score in double figures. OG Anunoby had 21. He's been really good for them as of late. I mean, just good 3-point shooting, just good IQ, and just attacking the defense the right way, making the right pass, dribbling when he has to, and just taking the shots when he needs to. That's what support players are supposed to do, and he's guarding any position too. So that's one of the reasons why they wanted him. He's backing that up a little bit more lately. He did have 4 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers, and 3 steals. 3 steals was the most on the team. That's great. And he also had a block, 4 personal fouls, and was a +17 and plus minus. Carl Anthony Towns, 24 minutes, 21 points. He went 8 of 17 from the field, 2 of 6 from three, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 14 boards, so a double for him. He's been doing that every single game. You have to love that's part of what they need him to do. That's what they want him to do. He's been able to get it done. He had 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and was a -11 and plus minus. Josh Hart, 38 minutes. He had 10 points. He went 3 of 8 from the field, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. He had 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and a turnover. He had 4 personal fouls and was a -14 and plus minus. He attacked the right way. He read the floor the right way, made the right plays, guarded decently. I just feel like you conceded too much. Oh, you get that far, I'm just gonna let you have it. Can't really do that if you're trying to win a title. Everything has to be rough. Everything has to be tough. I mean, he had 4 personal fouls, but at the same time, you have to bring it the entire game too, because teams gonna look at it like, I'm just gonna go right back at him if you're gonna give me that. You don't want to give any player in the NBA that type of confidence against you. That's just one of my rules. Mikal Bridges, 37 minutes, 14 points. He went 5 of 12 from the field. He went 4 of 10 from 3. He actually looked like he wanted to shoot it. He actually looked like he wanted to score, but he also got the assist. And I'm looking at it like, you've always been able to do that. I mean, you're doing it better this season, but the scoring went out of nowhere. You got to do both. They need you to do as much as you can on the floor. That's what they're paying you for. The better you do, the better chances of you winning the game with your teammates. And that's what it's all about. 2 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block for him, 1 personal foul, and a -9 and plus minus. Jalen Brunson stepped up and took over the game. He's a tough cover. He's one of the toughest players to guard in the league. He had 32 points. He went 11 of 19 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. He just has all the handles, all the moves, and he just understands how to use his body, how to use his quickness, and how to use that separation ability to get quality looks. And then he's just setting up his teammates too. He knows where they're at. He knows when he wants to score. He knows when to get rid of the ball. And now it's just turning into shots for his teammates, and that's how it's supposed to be if you're a guard anyway. 2 turnovers, 1 personal foul, and a +16 and plus minus. Muhammad, 11 minutes, 2 points. He went 1 of 2 from the field. He got an assist and a turnover. He had no personal fouls and was a +15 and plus minus. Didn't do a ton, but he is better than nothing. That's the way you have to look at it. Mitchell Robinson, you know what he's going to come in and do, and that's try to be physical and strong in the paint and try to rebound at a high level. 8 rebounds, 4 of them was offensive. He also had 2 blocks and a steal. That's what you need him to do, and he's been doing that throughout this entire season. I really have no complaints about Mitchell Robinson because I understand the type of player that he is, and he does his job every single time he's on the court. And if you give him minutes, he's going to produce for you. 4 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 11 and plus minus. Jordan Clarkson, 21 minutes, he had 10 points. He's been doing good the last couple games. He went 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. I mean, he's going to be a guy that's going to be a real momentum guy, possibly for them in the playoffs. That's what they picked him up for. You know he can dribble. You know he can shoot the three. You know he can shoot off the ball. He can get to the paint for the mid-range or a layup. He can get to the free throw line. He can make good passes and good reads sometimes, but it's better than none. So that's what you have to take for a player of his caliber coming off your bench. He did have 1 steal, 1 personal foul, 1 offensive rebound, and a plus 11 and plus minus. Then Jose Alvarado played 9 minutes. He ended up getting 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 turnover. His rebound was offensive. He had 2 personal fouls and was a minus 11 and plus minus. I'm just surprised that he didn't take a shot, but it didn't matter. You know, Jordan Clarkson and Jalen Brunson and the starting lineup handled, you know, the game for the most part and was able to close it anyway. 52% from the field for the Knicks, 51% for the Pelicans, 39% from 3 for the Knicks, the 44% for the Pelicans. That kept them in the game. The difference was the 22 free throws that the Knicks shot, and they was able to make 91% of them, while they only attempted 13 and made 85% of them. And on top of that, they got out-rebounded 41-34. That's small, but in a close game, that does make a difference. 29 assists for the Knicks, 33 for the Pelicans. 9 turnovers for the Knicks, 7 for the Pelicans. Both teams had 5 steals, 4 blocks for the Knicks, 3 for the Pelicans. 9 offensive rebounds for the Knicks, 6 for the Pelicans. 32 defensive rebounds for the Knicks, 28 for the Pelicans. And 18 personal fouls for the Knicks, 19 for the Pelicans. Close game. Knicks was able to make the shots. They was able to get enough stops, and Brunson said, if y'all can't get a shot yourselves, y'all can always throw it to me or start it off with me and see what I come up with, and that can be a way for us to win this game in the fourth quarter, and they was able to get it done that way. Comment, like, subscribe, share the notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace, and I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.